What does it take to transform an entire civilization? To go from an orphaned child in the deserts of Arabia to one of the most influential leaders in history? The story of Muhammad ibn Abdullah, born in Mecca in 570 CE, is not just about faith. It's about resilience, leadership, and a commitment to justice that changed the world forever. But what made Muhammad truly great? What habits enabled him to succeed in uniting tribes, leading a spiritual revolution, and leaving a lasting impact on humanity? By the end of this story, you'll not only discover Muhammad's extraordinary journey, but also learn three powerful habits that fueled his success, habits that can transform your own life as well. Muhammad's story begins in heartbreak. His father, Abdullah, died before he was born. His mother, Amina, passed away when he was just 6 years old. By 8, he had also lost his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, the man who had taken him in after his mother's passing. Imagine being a child with no parents, no protection, no inheritance, in a society where family and tribal connections meant everything. Yet through sheer resilience, Muhammad found his way. Raised by his uncle Abu Talib, young Muhammad became a shepherd, tending to animals under the scorching Arabian sun. In these early years, he learned humility, patience, and responsibility, qualities that would shape him into a leader unlike any other. As he grew older, Muhammad became known for one thing above all, his honesty. In a time when deceit and corruption ruled Mecca's markets, he never cheated, never lied, never took advantage of others. This unwavering integrity earned him the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 25, he was approached by Khadijah, a wealthy and powerful businesswoman. She had heard of his honesty and hired him for a trade mission. When he returned with double the expected profits, she knew she had found someone rare. She proposed marriage, and Muhammad accepted. Their marriage was a partnership of love, respect, and mutual admiration, proving that greatness is built on strong relationships. For years, Muhammad had felt uneasy with the idolatry, corruption, and social injustices plaguing Mecca. He sought solitude in the cave of Hira, where he would meditate, searching for deeper meaning. Then at the age of 40, his life changed forever. One night, the angel Gabriel, appeared before him, commanding, "Read." Terrified, Muhammad replied, "I cannot read." But Jibril embraced him and repeated the command. And with that, the first revelations of the Quran began, a message that would challenge the power structures of Mecca and usher in a new era of monotheism, social justice, and moral reform. But change was not welcomed. The elites of Mecca saw Muhammad's message as a threat, a challenge to their power, their wealth, their traditions. The persecution began almost immediately. His followers were tortured, some were executed. He himself was mocked, ridiculed, and ostracized. Yet Muhammad did not falter. He did not waver. The situation became unbearable. In 622 CE, Muhammad and his followers were forced to leave Mecca. They made the Hijra migration to the city of Yathrib, later renamed Medina, where they were welcomed as leaders. In Medina, Muhammad did something remarkable. He didn't just preach, he built. He established a just governance system, uniting warring tribes, a society based on equality, where race and tribal affiliation no longer dictated worth. A legal structure that prioritized justice, ethics, and protection for the weak. This was a turning point. Muhammad was no longer just a prophet. He was a statesman, a commander, and a visionary leader. But the elites of Mecca weren't finished. They launched wars to destroy Muhammad and his growing community. But through his tactical brilliance, patience, and faith, Muhammad and his followers stood strong. By 630 CE, Muhammad marched into Mecca with 10,000 followers. But instead of seeking revenge, he forgave his enemies, declaring, "There is no compulsion in religion." His leadership was not built on conquest. It was built on compassion, wisdom, and vision. In 632 CE, Muhammad gave his farewell sermon, one of the most powerful speeches in history. He declared, "No Arab has superiority over a non-Arab, nor does a non-Arab have superiority over an Arab. A white person is not superior to a black person, nor is a black person superior to a white person, except in piety and good deeds." a message of unity, justice, and equality. Shortly after, he passed away at the age of 63, but his teachings lived on, spreading across continents, shaping civilizations, and inspiring billions. What made Muhammad a transformational leader? 1. Unwavering resilience in the face of struggle. From being orphaned as a child to enduring years of persecution, Muhammad never gave up. He understood that success is not about avoiding hardship, it's about enduring and growing from it. 2. Leading with compassion and justice. Whether dealing with friends or foes, Muhammad always led with kindness, fairness, and wisdom. He showed that true leadership isn't about power, it's about service. 3. Lifelong learning and adaptability. Even as a prophet, Muhammad constantly sought wisdom, listening to advisors, learning from experiences, and adapting to challenges. Success requires humility and a commitment to growth. Muhammad's story is not just about religion, it's about perseverance, leadership, and the ability to transform adversity into greatness. From a humble orphan in Mecca to the most influential figure in history, his journey proves that true success is built on character, resilience, and vision. What lesson from Muhammad's life resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comments.